Hey guys, Chris Dunn here, aka the Boogie Man. Welcome back to Boogie Tech. All right, it's been 6 months since we did a video. That's on me. Life just kind of got in the way in the last 6 months, but promise you, it's 2025. We're gonna do a lot better. Last episode that we left off with was Mama Boogie. I think it was fender wells, underneath frame connectors. Now, in 6 months, we have got a lot done. It is on its feet. It has got the underneath completely done. We're working on the exhaust right now. It's one of the last things. Got a mock-up engine in it. So in this episode, we're going to walk around, talk about what all we've got accomplished in the last 6 months, talk about the Boogie Man a little bit, our new drag car, which is, I'm going to go ahead and let the name out. It's the Boogie Monster, which is a badass version of the Boogie Man with every bell and whistle you can put on it. Chris Dunn, a.k.a. the Boogie Man. Let's roll. All right, guys, let's start off with one of the things we left off with, the trunk. If you notice, we got the trunk in, we got the shock cover in, we seam sealed everything. The trunk turned out amazing. We epoxied everything. That's our battery kit. Batteries going in the back, cables gonna go to the front. So that's how the trunk turned out. You know, we're leaving the car patina, so let's go around. We're going to go do a top view, and then I'll pick it up and we'll do an under view. All right, interior. All the patch panels got done and fixed. So we got all the patch panels done and installed. We've got this, it ain't Dynamat, something else off of Amazon, but we've got this insulation mat put down. We got the 5-speed shifter, I guess I'm going to call it a shifter boot, little tower there. We got it in. We got the straight drive pedals in, the columns mounted. We put new hinges. This side, the hinges is wore out. So we painted a set of hinges to kind of match, got them in, got all that done. Now, we're going to flake the dash, paint the interior. The seats are at the interior shop right now. In fact, they're done. I got to go pick them up. We'll videotape that, see how good the guy did. The front seats are covered, the back seats are covered. But this is how it all turned out when it's all said and done. Floor looks good, nice and quiet. All right, let's move to the engine compartment. Now, in the engine compartment, we made these fender wells. Smooth, as you can see. All right. I wanted something sleek. So, you know, and of course, we did a weld-in front cross member, not a bolt-on. So we got the fender wells done, fenders back on. Of course, we've got all the brakes done, steering's hooked up. We're going to pull that column back out and paint it. The McLeod makes a direct bolt-in hydraulic clutch system, which is just badass, as you can see there. I will try to put a link in the description to that. That is for Chevy 2s. It's great. I got to mount the reservoir. I ain't did that. I've got the wiring took apart here. I'm just using the factory harness out here. So I took out the generator stuff, the regulator stuff, and I'm just condensing it down to the horn. We'll put a new relay here for the horn. Put new turn signals in it. Kept all the bellows, new headlights. Got all of that. Rebuilt the headlight buckets. So the headlights adjust real good. Fan. Now, we're going to run an electric fan. I bought this radiator on eBay. Not eBay. I bought it on Amazon. No, I bought this radiator on eBay. That's right. For a Chevy 2, don't come with mounting holes, but it was a good looking radiator. I built this shroud that bolts on. Fan bolts to the shroud, so it's completely covered. This is our overflow tank. All right, so made a nice looking shroud. Also mounted the air conditioning condenser. And in one of the last videos, I told you I wasn't sure about air conditioning. We went ahead and decided we're going to go ahead and run air conditioning. So we've got the air conditioning condenser mounted, as you can see here. All right. Headers. We got a set of a mock-up engine here, just a block, some iron heads, and an intake. We got stainless steel headers. I think I got them off of eBay. Pretty cheap, like $100. So that's where we're at on the upside. The suspension is done. The car is on its tires and wheels. So give me just a minute here. Let me pick it up and we'll go underneath and look. Okay, we're back. All right, let's start with, of course, there's the trunk pan that we put in. Nice down through here. We've undercoated everything with a like a bedliner undercoating. I still got a few things to do back here. Is the reason this is not undercoated. Like I got a patch panel to fix this, and the outside, that's just like, you know, a day's worth of work. Brand new fuel tank, painted it black, brand new sending unit, put electric fuel pump with a return. We did something a little different here. This is some of my race pumps, and I had a couple of them that we run on the Boogie Man forever. Well, I hate them sitting in the shelf wasting because we went to a different fuel system on the Boogie Man. So what I've done is I put this fuel pump on, but I really don't like the fact that it don't return because, you know, it just kind of wears on the pump. So what we done is we took the filler neck here, welded in a fitting, as you can see, hooked a line to it, and that's the return line. So we're going to put a regulator at front and let it return back. This is the rear end, how it turned out, 9-inch Ford. We painted it all. You know, Wilwood disc brakes with parking brakes, you know, QA1 shocks. This is our kit, a ladder bar kit that we make. This is a 3 by 1.5 inch tubing kit that we sell. We can make it any length you want, or you can buy it and make it yourself. All this is, the only thing I do is tighten up these bolts, but I want to move the driver's side back a 1/16 of an inch and it'll be pretty much squared up. But that's the 9-inch, how it all turned out. We got a 373 gear, excuse me, a 370 gear, positive traction. There's already oil in it. All that's done. Brake lines are done. As you can see here, how we did the brake lines. I just dropped my glasses. We just did a brake lines, little short lines you can take loose. Big line at the top because you have to drop this thing down to get the tires off because, you know, of course, it's a 13-inch wide tire. All right, now here's our fuel lines we done. This is what we redid on the cross member. Well, you know, we had a hoop in it. There wasn't enough room for the drive shaft at the top, so I ended up cutting it out and making this, which I think turned out super nice. So we got our fuel lines in. We got all our patch panels. We undercoated everything, as you can see here. You know, the frame connectors turned out just so awesome. I mean, they look factory. But anyway, they got the fuel lines here all run to the front. And I've got some heat wrap coming. I want to wrap them up because they're a little close to the exhaust. Got the cross member done for the transmission, of course. It's painted. It's just the transmission's in here for mock-up. This is the transmission we're running. Got all the front brakes done, front brake lines, all nice and neat and routed and done. This is the back, going right down through here, comes all the way back, goes up. You know, this is a driving car. This is not a show car, so I didn't go crazy trying to, you know, do stainless line and just everything so pretty and nice. Of course, we're using a manual rack. Used to, I used a lot of power stuff. Now I'm going to use a manual. I like the way it turns. I didn't want to have to run a power steering pump. Now, here's the exhaust. This is what I've been working on this week. I bought two 2.5-inch exhaust kits from Amazon. And dude, I think I bought 2 of them for less than $200 shipped to the door. Good, 304 stainless, not 409. So you can't beat the deal. They come already flared and everything, and you can take your time. Now, I did this here because I wanted to be able to screw my oil filter off pretty easy. But long story short, and I bought these turbo bands for $19 a piece. So basically everything's turbo, what I call a turbo band. So I got that on. I've got this done. I've not finished the weld here. I'll take it down, weld it up on the table, and then I'm brushing it. I have a Scotch-Brite wheel, so I'm just going to brush everything. Anyway, we'll come right down through here. Of course, the muffler's turboed on, so MagnaFlow stainless steel. I just wanted all stainless steel for this. This is the other side. It comes down. We have a press brakes, 2 press brakes next door. So what I've done here, if you noticed, I actually collapsed the tubing and smooshed it out. So it would have more ground clearance and not hit the cross member. So there's the gap in between there and the cross member, you can see. All right, this is it. And this is how it comes out here, and did the same thing here. If you know, I ovaled the tubing, basically. Mounted the mounts there and a mount there. And this side I'm not finished with. I got the parts on the table. I just ain't got it. It's going to go out this side. So that's kind of how all that turned out. The parking brakes, I used the original bracket. And then what I done is I used the original cable in the square. So you actually pull the original parking brake cable right down through there, and that works it. We also have QA1 coilover shocks for front, of course, a Wilwood brake kit for the front. The wheels and tires are done. I mean, all that's on, except for maybe doing some alignment. But I'm pretty happy with it. It turned out, like I said, underneath like brand new, and that's what I wanted. Underneath like new. I wanted the front, the top to be patina. We're going to fix the rust holes in the car and then, paint it back to match the patina that's already on it. It's just something I want to do. I'm going to drive this car a lot. That's one reason I decided to go ahead and put air conditioning on it. So, what do you do? All right, that finished the tour. That finishes the tour of the car. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that we didn't get to show you a lot while I was doing it. It's just we've been so busy in the industrial shop, and like I said, it's just me and a helper. It's about 40 degrees in the shop today because it's Sunday and I didn't even get up and turn the heaters on yet. But I'm going to post a video every week, and I'm going to do better. I'm probably going to post a lot about the Monster Boogie. Monster Boogie is a pretty badass. It's a full 6.0 certified chrome moly car, straight axle, 4-link, load to ground, radius wheel. It's like a gasser but slammed. I think it's just going to look so cool and badass, and it's a straight drive car too. We're going to do no prep small tire racing with it, and we're going to do both. We're going to run stick shift class, and we're going to run small tire class. Now we are going to keep running the Boogeyman in stick shift, but it's going to be set up primarily streetable most of the time for drag and drive events. So stay tuned. Hold on. Next week we'll have another episode, and hopefully, we'll have some more progress on Mama Boogie, and we'll have the seats back in and stuff like that. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the channel. Please tell your friends. Please subscribe. Chris Dunn, a.k.a. the Boogeyman.